Hello there. Welcome back to Stella of the End, where we have a visitor.
どこだ
My old friend jerks her chain to one side. A long man is sitting on the lobby, grimy sofa. A fellow courier. I can tell just from his general vibe. Plus, he's wearing a collection of high-tech gadgets, all jerry-rigged together. No one but Courier would do that. No one else would need to. Wearing it around town is strictly necessary. But I can't blame him. Once you get used to using that stuff, it's hard to get back to regular senses. Light hearing, smell, touch, and taste just don't compare to what a scanner can achieve. I guess you could say the hardware we humans are running on is a little outdated.
あんたが重度だな。
ああ、俺だ。
荷物だ。差出人は不明だが、受け取れるか。
Yeah.
不明
The moment I see the delivery, it'll check.
依頼人は老人だったか。
さあね。直接会っちゃいないんだ。長距離通信での依頼だった。あんたを探して荷物を渡せってな。
よくそんな依頼を受けたな。
Like, I'm one to talk.
あんたのことは知っていたし、立ち寄る場所もそう苦労せず調べられるからな。それに、報酬が良かったしな。受けると返信した数日後には、屋根の上にこいつが投下されてきたんだ。
なるほど。
中身はわからん。爆弾かもしれん。渡して平気か？
Okay.
あ、受け取ろう。
よし、依頼はこれで達成だ。おっと、あと一つ伝言があった。
What's the message?
次の通信では、搬送物については触れないでくれとのことだ。
どういう意味なんだ？
さてな、盗聴対策で言葉を濁せって意味じゃないか。
That makes sense. He's just being very, very cautious.
ああ。
Courier leaves. Didn't ask questions about the job. Sign of a true professional.
それ何
Philia, on the other hand, has the kind of inquisitive nature that could get a courier in deep trouble. Yeah. I returned to my room and put a cube on the bed. That's all I need to do. Cube starts up all on its own, as if it had been waiting for this moment.
失礼する。私の姿は映っているかね？
The image of a familiar old man projects on my retina.
問題ない。回収には成功した。
おお。
ご依頼の品は隣の部屋を見に行っている。すぐ戻ってくるだろうから確認してくれ。
そうさせてもらおう。
Okay. A tiny pinhole opens on the side of the cube. It must have a camera inside. This little device really is a marvel. The hole even moves around like a bug crawling on the surface.
ねえジュード、窓際のベッド使っていい？ってあれ？これさっきは穴なんてなかったのに。
Returning from her advantage, next door, Philia gives the cube an experimental poke.
素晴らしい。
Williams lets out a gasp of astonishment. I can perfectly agree why.
フィリア、それは通信装置だ。揺らすな。
こんな小さいのが？何のスイッチもないよ。
Okay. Yeah, it's a communication device, alright.
外部ポートの存在しないクローズドデバイスは無線で制御するから必要ないんだ。
外部ポートって？
Yes.
端子類のことだ。ケーブルやプラグを差し込むための。
I should be aware of those as well. I have a computer. She quickly loses interest and goes back looking around the room. The old man watches everything she does with rapid attention.
間違いないかな。
ああ、まさしく私の欲するものだ。感謝する。
話してみるかい？
いや、結構だ。もう十分に確認できた。
Don't tell me this guy's just gonna be a creepy old man.
驚いたよ。あんなものを回収することになるなんてな。
そうだろう。よく連れてきてくれた。
実はあんたを引き合いにしてここまで連れてきた。
I explained Philia's fixation on becoming becoming human, and how I convinced her to come with me on present that Williams could help with that.
構わんとも。それで彼女が自らの意志でここに来るのであれば。
なんなんだあれは。まるで人そのもので。
The old man holds up his hand, a signal for me to stop talking.
荷物についてはあまり話すなと。
そのように頼む。盗み聞きする者がいないとも限らんのでね。
Yeah, just be cautious in a case like this. Who could possibly be doing that? You would be surprised. This is why it's best to be cautious.
いくらなんでも慎重すぎやしないか。
いや、いくら慎重であっても足りんということはない。
Yeah. You never be too careful. Sounds like paranoia to me. He seems very cautious. Sending the cube via another courier also seems overly cautious. Well, if he plays his cards right, he win. I guess having more links in the chain would make it harder to trace back to him then.
それほどの価値があるのか。
ある。だからこそ警戒がいる。
他に誰が狙っているんだ？
Williams says nothing. Is he choosing not to answer, or does he feel like he can't?
さっきの映像はいいのか？もろに映っていたぞ。
情報の統合が必要なものは危険度が低い。
Yeah. If the technology is that valuable, then yes, it is totally worth it.
統合？直接的に話さない限りは安全ということだ。かつてシギントと呼ばれていたような技術のさらに高度なものがある。
Yeah.
そういう技術があることは知っているが、今時そんなことに熱心な者がいることが驚きだ。
Okay. But when humans ruled the world, they built intelligence network to keep track of each other, accepting communications, deciphering signals and ciphers. It must have been a huge undertaking.
いると思っておいてくれ。詳しい話は安全性が確保されるまでできんが。で、仕事の続きについてだが、いけそうか？
Cube transmits the next part of the contract. I look it over. Continue our conversation. Pretty far
また
distance.
随分遠いな。
I'd at least assume, depending on how thick some of the the rivers are, at least estimating a good few miles. If that's my best bet, just at least a good few miles. And by what I'm guessing, you could take the river a majority of the way there. Not the entire way there. It would cut time down drastically. Yeah, it might be longer, but played safely, you pretty much got decent transport. Depending on how dangerous the waters are, but yeah. Pretty decent option. That's what I think. There'd be no use to go into the ocean or giant body of water and then go around. That'd take too long, and that's even longer. I'm thinking just take the water all the way down. Other than that, back to the story. To reach the next checkpoint, I need to head south through another danger zone. The project route shows a distance of at least 1,000 miles. Yeah. That's at that point, just take the water as soon as you get there. It would cut time down quite a bit. I at least assume, depending if the water helps you out or not. The project route shows the distance of at least 1,000 miles. We'll be heading across the continent towards the coast. Oh, you're going from... Oh, you're heading from north to south. Okay, I thought they flipped the map around and... We'll be heading across the continent toward the coast. Our destination is the base of the peninsula. To get there, we'll need to cross a mountain range. Won't be easy. It won't be easy going. It's not the danger zone itself. It's the it's the concern about so much as the lack of information.
この地図に記されている危険情報はどのくらい正確なんだ？
かなり正確だ。取得時期は30年ほど前だが、環境や生息する有害生物については今でも変わるまい。
Okay. At least good information.
支援はしてもらえるのか？
この辺りでは無理だ。独力で踏破してもらうことになる。
Well, Well, as long as we take the river down, we should be fine. I'll be risking my life doing this. But think what I could do with the technology the old man is offering.
この仕事はそれほど意義深いものなのか。
それについては保証しよ
Hey, at least there's hazard pay. That's the upside. But from here, I hope you guys have a great old time and a great day too. And we'll see what this old man is plotting to do. First, we have to make sure we have Philia not getting herself killed. So, I hope you guys have a great old time and a great day too. And I'll see you guys next time.